It's the bye week for the West Virginia Mountaineers football team, but Coach Ross Hodge and the basketball staff continue to work as they get closer and closer to starting the 2025 basketball season. But they're not only looking ahead to the 2025 season, they're also doing work for 2026, and they've landed a huge commitment in point guard Kingston Witty for the 2026 class. In this episode of Couz's Corner, I'm going to give you my thoughts on Kingston Witty. We'll go over his recruiting profile, and I'll give you my thoughts about this young man's game, and we'll have that conversation, and I'll give you my breakdown right now. What is up, and welcome into this episode of Couz's Corner, your home for top shelf college sports news and analysis surrounding the West Virginia Mountaineers and the Big 12. This is the channel where objective analysis is brought to you from a fan's perspective. In this episode, I'm going to talk about Kingston Witty, the 6'2", 165-pound point guard that Ross Hodge got a verbal commitment from for the 2026 class. It's the second commitment in the class after big man Aliou Dioum, and I hope I pronounced his name right. I'm sure I probably did not, but that's okay. I'm going to do the best I can. Before I give you my thoughts on this young man's game, I'm going to go over the profile of the player, and I'm reading this from an article over at WVSportsChat.com that was done by my partner, Jonathan Martin. He says, West Virginia has received a commitment from class of 2026 point guard Kingston Witty. The news was first reported by Travis Branham of 24/7 Sports. The 6'2" guard, who hails from Atlanta but attends Christ School in Arden, North Carolina, chose WVU over a competitive field that included Tennessee and numerous other programs. Witty's decision comes on the heels of an impressive summer on the Under Armour Association circuit with Pro 1, where he emerged as the league's leading scorer, averaging 18.7 points, 4.4 rebounds, and 4.1 assists per game. Witty showcased his versatility and skill, propelling his recruitment from relative obscurity to a hot commodity among college programs. Initially overlooked during the spring, Witty's standout performance caught the attention of mid-major schools before high-major programs, including WVU, entered the fray. His journey from under-the-radar prospect to a coveted recruit highlights his work ethic and potential, qualities that align with the Mountaineers' development-focused approach. Witty becomes the second commitment for the Mountaineers in the class of 2026, like I said, joining center Aliou Dioum. So recommend you go over to WVSportsChat.com and read that article along with other articles over there on the site. We would really appreciate your support over there. And as you see on the screen there, on the graphic for those of you watching and for those listening, I'll just tell you, Kingston Witty is a 3-star recruit over at 24/7 Sports, but ESPN actually has him as a 4-star recruit. So that's high praise for this young man. Ironically, Rivals doesn't even have him ranked yet, so I'm not sure what the deal is there. But you could say, hey, he's technically a 4-star recruit if you base it on what ESPN is ranking him at. Now, before I break down this young man's film and let you know what I saw in his highlights, I want to take a quick break to give a shout-out to our sponsor. I'll be right back. Your season, your shot. The NFL season is rolling, and every touchdown can bring you closer to a payout with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. From first touchdown scorer to anytime TD props or the thrill of live in-game betting, every snap is loaded with opportunity. New customers, this one is for you. Bet just $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Plus, score over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code COUZ. That's code COUZ to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first $5 bet. Plus, over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Fees may apply in Illinois, void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer. All right, I want to thank DraftKings for supporting the show, and thank you for hanging around and staying with us. Now, when I watch the highlights of this young man, I'm pretty impressed by it. But I'm going to give you my quick breakdown here. First off, offensively, yes, he's listed as a point guard, and I think that's probably where he'll be playing most of the time because he is really good with the ball in his hands. But he also can play the wing. He can play the shooting guard spot if you need him to. I would call him a combo guard, and I've seen him listed that on other sites as well. But he can pass it and he can shoot it. He's not necessarily a Jason Williams flashy passer type of guy. But what he gives you is a solid presence at the point guard spot. He's a willing passer with good court vision and a high basketball IQ. A guy who you could trust to lead your basketball team on the court and be your point guard, be your floor general. He plays. The thing that impressed me the most about this young man was, and the way I wrote it down was, he plays with a calm demeanor about him. Like he's just really calm, collected. You don't see him get super emotional out there. Not real high, not real low. He can give you a calming presence. And I think if you're a coach, that's the type of player you want on your team, especially at the point guard spot. And I think that really would fit in well with a Cross Hodge coach team and what he's looking for. Now, as far as his shot making ability, he's a good shooter. He can shoot from all three levels. He can take it to the rim. He's really good in the mid-range, which I actually think is his strength. And then he can also shoot it from three if you need him to. Now, he's not going to be a Tucker DeVries type that's going to shoot it from the logo, but he's a solid shooter. And I heard him say in an interview that that's the one area he wants to improve on. So I expect he will be an even better outside shooter by the time he gets to Morgantown if he continues to work on that part of his game. But what really impressed me about his shot-making ability is just that. His ability to make shots from all three levels, like I mentioned, especially in the mid-range. He has very good body control. He can change positions in the air, whether he's taking it to the rim or shooting it, off of mid-range game. He can do a step back. He can do, a fadeaway. He has a really good fadeaway. He has a really strong Euro step. There's not a lot he can't do as far as scoring the basketball. And then when you come, as far as his ball handling ability, very, very strong ball handler, has a very, very quick crossover dribble and a very quick first step. I was really impressed with his first step, his ability to just take somebody off the bounce, in that first step, he can just go quick. I like that ability with him. And I think, again, not a flashy passer, but a solid, good passer of the basketball. He can, whether he's throwing up an alley-oop or whatever, he's good off the dribble or off the pick and roll, rather, with the ball in his hands, off the dribble. So I like that about his game as well. And then defensively, he's a very willing defender. He's very good at keeping his body in front of his man on the ball. He's very good at closing off passing lanes. He has very quick hands, especially for a guy who's only 6'2". He's good at getting up underneath guys and knocking the ball away, especially from larger defenders. And what I like the most about him defensively is his hustle. He will dive on the floor for basketballs. I saw that multiple times in his highlights. He plays really hard with great effort. And I think that's another thing. We know Ross Hodge is a defensive-first, defensive-minded coach. We know that's what he wants to bring to this team. And I think when you combine Kingston Witty's ability to dribble the basketball, ability to run the floor, as far as being the leader and the floor general out there, his ability to score at multiple levels, and his ability and willingness to play hard on the defensive end, I think he's a good fit for Ross Hodge and his team. Now, again, he's a year away. He's just a verbal commit at this point. It's for the 2026 class. So he has one more year of high school left. Do I expect him to come in and play right away, and be a major contributor year one? Right now, I don't. But again, he's only a junior in high school, he's just going into his senior year of high school. So, I guess he would be a senior this year, technically. But to answer your question, no, I do not. I do not expect him to come in. But again, he's going to get even better. One more year of college ball at a really good school. Probably one more, and maybe a little bit more time on the AAU circuit. Not sure if there's any more of that will occur in his career. But nonetheless, he has plenty of time to improve his game, to get a little bit more size. That 165-pound frame. Not sure that would hold up with the physicality of the Big 12. So, but again, he's got plenty of time to put weight on. Once he gets to Morgantown and gets in their strength and conditioning program and their nutrition program, he can put weight on. and get bigger, get stronger. And who knows, maybe he comes in and is a contributor year one, a heavy contributor in year one for this Mountaineer basketball team. But you pair him with Amir Jenkins, who's who's a freshman point guard on this year's team. If he hangs around a while, these are two really good building blocks. You have a point guard and you have a big to start your 2026 team with, assuming both of these young men sign. And I think it's a very good start. Pair them with like Amir Jenkins that I mentioned, like DJ Thomas, who's expected to contribute this year as a freshman. Some of these other players that are expected to be back in 2026. I like what Ross Hodge is doing. This jumped West Virginia up to number 4 in the Big 12, according to 24/7 Sports and Recruiting. I think they're number 25 nationally now in the 2026 class. Not sure how long that'll last. But I really like what Ross Hodge is doing. And he's had some more 4-star guys on campus visiting as well over the last few days. So we could see more big-time commitments for the Mountaineer men's basketball team in the coming days. So be on the lookout for that. And be on the lookout for more coverage right here at Couz's Corner and at our website over at WVSportsChat.com. I want to take this opportunity to give a shout-out to our paid VIP members of this episode. The random shout-outs go to Jeremy Croy, Roy Harrison, Bill G., and Brandon Bailey, and Tom Reinhart, all longtime members here on the channel. Thank you all for being members. You can join by hitting the join button below or the join button over at my channel homepage, right beside my profile picture / channel logo. There are 2 levels to choose from. It explains it all there once you hit the join button. I want to remind you, if you don't want to be a paid member or can't, you can help me out by hitting the thumbs up button. Help me get to 10,000 subscribers. I'm only a few away, less than 100 away from 10,000. If you see a button below that says hype, it's right between the download button and the thanks button on a mobile device. You can hit that. That helps me as well. It will get my content pushed out to more people. You can share it with your family and friends as well. That all helps me. And also a shout out to my other sponsor, Appalachia Digital. They designed the website over at WV Sports Chat. They did a great job. They can design you a site, or they can help you level up your current site, or help you get found easier on Google. Just go to go to AppalachiaDigital.com/Couz. Let them know I sent you, and let them know how they can help you with your website today. Thanks for tuning into this show. I hope the rest of your day's top shelf. God bless you, and Q Country Roads.